Hello and welcome back to the Fort Worth Realtor Talk Weekly podcast. My name is J.R. Hasloff, and I am so glad that you are here with us again for another week. This is the last week of June 2018, so 25th of June 2018. And I have to tell you, I am back in the great state of Texas. I knew it the minute the cabin door on the aircraft opened, and I felt that sweet humiditas hit me in the face. And I said, you know what? It's good to be back in Texas. As a lot of you guys know, I was out last week, recorded from up in Minneapolis, but we are here, we are back, we are doing real estate, and so I welcome you for joining. If you could, if you have not already, give me a thumbs up or a favorite or a follow or a comment or just any way that you could share the show. For those of you who are already doing that, for those of you who have reached out to network, I absolutely appreciate it. This show is sponsored by nobody because I don't have any sponsors, but I do have a small promotion that I want to start the show out with. I created a Skillshare course last week, Skillshare course called Get More Real Estate Listings by Marketing to Expired Listings in Your Area. If you want to check that out, I think it was an awesome class. It was just a short skill I do once a month. I take about 10 or 15 minutes and I reach out to those who are no longer have a real estate agent, but maybe also have failed at their attempts to sell their homes. And I hope to remedy that, and I hope to bring them some kind of contribution of value for those people. Anyway, I've got the marketing already done for you. It's a pretty quick course in that regard. You don't have to worry about creating the marketing copy. And I also show you how to automate that through the MLS so that every month on the first of the month I get an email. I get the 11 or 14 different expired listings in my market area. I do some blue ink handwriting to and from. It takes me about 10 minutes a month, and it's a great way to, if not get more listings, at least develop more relationships with people in my farm area. So that's it. It's a new course on Skillshare. You can get it for free. That's free 99. Get it for free. I'll put a link in the show notes. It'll give you actually 2 months of all the thousands and thousands of courses on Skillshare. There are some real estate courses that I've been digging on there. So yeah, sign up with my link, get 2 free months of Skillshare, cancel it before those 2 months expire, and get my course for free as well. Okay, so today, what are we going to talk about? Today, I'd like to talk about networking and referrals. So first and foremost, networking. I'd like to ask you, how are you doing networking? Specifically, how are you networking with other people who don't do what you do in the real estate business? So I'm a real estate agent. Sure, it's great to network with other real estate agents. Love it. But who else in the real estate world are you networking with? So, I always want to have 3 or 4 good roofers on hand. I always want to have 3 or 4 good appraisers, inspectors, mortgage loan officers. Handyman are always great to know, plumbers, etc. Uh, just know that it's really, really important. If you don't have this yet, you should have a Rolodex of 3 or 4 trusted agents, kind of in every real estate field. I know my market center, I'm brokered here at Keller Williams in the Fort Worth Market Center, and we have kind of like an insider document where everyone puts in, I guess it's more like a favorites document, right? So I can find a handyman out of Azle, Texas, pretty quickly because we have this master document. And I think you should too. If you're kind of on your own, or if you're within a market center, go to your market center first and see if they don't have a master document. And then here's the most important part. Don't take that as the end all be all, right? Okay, great. I got 17 mortgage loan officers here on this Excel spreadsheet. Don't stop there. Actually call these people and set up appointments with these guys. It's going to be really important for you to develop relationships with these guys and gals, because it's going to be people that you're working with. To be honest, I wouldn't send one of my clients to just someone who ended up on the favorites document for the market center. I would want to send my clients to people who I know are going to take care of them. So in the real estate world, I'll tell you, we do a lot of appointments. Make it make it a point to make an appointment with one or two professionals per week. All right, just sit down, spend 20 minutes, ask them very specific questions. It's an interview, right? We're about to establish a relationship with these people. What are you going to do for my clients? How are you going to do things differently for my clients? If I give my clients your number and they call you, will you call them back within 3 or 4 hours? Like that, these are important things at a customer service level that I want for my clients. Um, so yeah, and to be honest with you, it's already helped me out. I'm working with well, a couple different buyers right now. One buyer, he's looking to increase his credit score, so I was able to sync that person up with a couple different loan officers, so that he could get different opinions on different things he can do to increase his credit score over the next year. So what else I got here? Need a traveling network of about 3 to 4 numbers to call. You want to make sure you know these people personally or sat down with them. I would say the first time that my client does not get the best customer service, I will probably call up that vendor and discuss, what my concerns are. If I'm going to be sending this guy business, then I want to make sure it's profitable for me, and it's a good consumer experience for my client as well. So that's a good reason for it. Another reason why I think you should have a great network is, when I close on a home and I hand my client those keys and it's the home of their dreams and they're happy and they shake my hand, and I tell them, hey, our relationship is just now starting. All houses need something. When they need a new roofer or a handyman or a plumber, I expect that I will be their concierge service. Everything that happens in their home from that point on, I want them to call me. I want to continually give them value through my network. And then another thing I'll do, for marketing purposes, is I've parlayed. I'm sorry, I've taken all this effort and I've built up my network. I want to parlay that into blog posts. I want to put that on my blog, jrhasloff.com/blog, and I will say that I can send people to it, right? So, oh yeah, you're looking to increase your credit score. I actually wrote a blog post with, a couple different loan officers that I recommended. Go ahead and go to that post. It kind of not only do blog posts increase your search engine optimization, but it increases my marketing, right? I'm getting myself out there in a lot of different ways, and I'm maintaining that positive that position of contribution, right? I'm always trying to give more information, and who knows, if somebody ever stumbles across that, I might be able to create a new lead out of that as well. So that's why I think it's so important for you to always increase your networking, but then always try to improve the quality of your network as well. So what are you doing with your networking? I'd love to know. Hit me up on the anchor.fm app. Shoot me an email, jrhasloff@kw.com, or come over to jrhasloff.com and reach me there. I would definitely love to know. And that is the first part of the show today. The second part I wanted to talk about was referral networks. And I'm really interested, specifically those real estate agents who are brokered through another company outside of Keller Williams. Because for this part of the show, I'm going to talk to you about what our referral system looks like, and kind of how I've set that up in order to benefit me and grow my business. But what I'm really interested in is, what are you doing in your brokerage? How are they building a referral network for you, or how are you, manually building your referral network? Because having the Keller Williams inside is nice, but I could also be doing this on my own on the side, building my own referral network. So let me talk about how Keller Williams does it. So we have a network where you can, let's say I have my client, I'm assisting her and I'm selling her house out here in Fort Worth. And I just kind of ask her, hey, where are you going to? What is life bringing you to? What's next? And she says, oh, I'm going to going out to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm like, that's fantastic. Let's take you out there. Work, right? We're having this conversation. We're building our relationship. I will always let them know when you get to Pittsburgh, I've got an agent for you, right? And Keller Williams has our own Keller Williams um, listing service. We have our own Keller Williams intranet. We have our own Keller Williams network of agents. I can go and drill down into the Pittsburgh market. And oh, you're looking at the west side of Pittsburgh. That's great. I will spend maybe an hour or two interviewing some of those top agents, right? Some of those agents that have the highest number of listings or the highest number of closed listings within the last cycle. I will interview them and I will put my clients in touch with somebody, right? They're about to go through a very, very challenging, very stressful part of their life. Why not take a little bit less stress out and say, hey, I can talk to some people. I can find you a successful agent in your market. That'll be one less step you can do, and I can earn a referral from that. Another way that I can leverage the referral network at Keller Williams is I can write up a little bit of copy, telling people about my background, telling people about the niche of real estate that I'm trying to cement myself into. For those of you that are just listening to the show for the first time, 19 years active duty military officer, possibly transitioning out of the military and retiring here in the next couple of years. I am trying to fill the real estate needs of military members who are coming to get stationed into the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or Lockheed Martin members who are getting stationed, are getting ordered into the area, right? So that's the niche that I'm trying to, I'm getting the military relocation certifications and learning everything I know and getting the VA loan accreditations, everything I can do to fulfill that niche. So what I do with my referral network is I reach out to all the agents in fleet concentration areas. And in the Navy, the fleet concentration areas, Norfolk, Virginia, like San Diego, California, Hawaii. I would probably look into Jacksonville, Florida. And I'm reaching out to those specific agents. Most people just reach out and say, hey, it's got this default, will you join my agent referral network? And it's kind of seen as a little spammy. Every now and then you get a personal note from someone you've met at a conference or something, and those are the ones you actually want to join networks with. What I will do is I will add an actual note, give them my background, let them know my credentialing and my certifications and my inside scoop. Having taken military orders, whatever it is, 11 times in the last 19 years and moved, I understand, what's going on in their client's mind, and reach out to join their referral network specifically for those military people who are moving. So that's kind of how I'm using our referral network, but I'm really interested in kind of how that looks through other agents and through how other agents are building up their referral networks, how you're establishing relations with people who are way outside your marketing area. It's easy for me to establish. I can go to meetup.com and establish relationships with other people in Dallas Fort Worth. But how are you doing that even farther out? How are you getting that national reach or worldwide reach? Definitely be interested to know. So those are the two big nuggets of the show that I'm going to offer you today. Won't get into any news. I've actually started talking with a great gentleman named Jeremy Woodson over at Trinity Title, and I think a different part of the show that we're going to start doing every week is he sends out this great news email where he's talking about mortgage interest rates and the market on a local level and the market on a national level, and how some different policy things and legislative changes can affect us in the real estate world. I think what I might do is maybe end the show every week with kind of like a verbatim reading of that. He's a great guy for you to network with, since this is a networking show. We will see. We'll see how that looks next week. Really appreciate you guys coming back. Appreciate you liking and sharing the show, giving the thumbs up. If you're on the iTunes there, give us a follow. That's a social signal to iTunes. Give us a thumbs up. Give the show a rating. Give us a 5-star review, just to, if anything, just to get us a little bit more attention in the iTunes search window. That, as it looks now, is how we're getting the people who are listening to the show now. And as always, continue to reach out to me. I had a great conversation with you know who you are just this past week when I was up in Minneapolis. Love building my network and love meeting you and hearing your stories and reveling in your success. So that's it from here. My name's J.R. Hasloff. Come see us over at jrhasloff.com. Drop me a line, jrhasloff@kw.com, and I will look forward to networking with you in the future. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Be safe.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.